be a hero. Pokemon Advance.
Hello everyone, it's Gayhead161 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. Yes, I'm back after a long vacation which I did not particularly enjoy. Kinda irritating, I had to go away from my friends for the Halloween weekend and had to miss all the fun parties and stuff, which kinda sucked, but anyway, I'm back, it's Halloween, and I made a mistake. I have no idea why I did this. I made two mistakes actually in Pokemon. So that's my boot back here on Route 120. Also in this route, you can also find Absol. Absol's a pure Dark type. Very good physical attack, but beyond that, not much. I can't really highly recommend that. I prefer Shiftry if you want a Dark type. But there's also another. Like I said, there was two Pokemon missed. Not in this route, but we take a short ride over here to 121, and you can also catch a Shuppet. Shuppet is a Ghost type. It evolves into Bayonet. Again, good physical attack, not much else going for it. Again, can't highly recommend if you want a Ghost type. I say get the other Ghost type you can get, which will be explained a little bit later. So, yeah, but one second, let's go back to Lilycove. Alright, we're back to tackle this game's Mega Store, which has technically 5 floors of stuff you can buy. There's 5 floors on the rooftop, but the first floor doesn't sell anything, and this roof doesn't really just has vending machines anyway. A suction booth, you can't buy anything there, but you can do something. Oh, talk to this lady. It's the Pokemon Lottery Corner. Now, there's a lottery here. It's held daily. Way it works is, Pokemon lottery number matches the ID of any number of the Pokemon, you will receive a fabulous gift. It depends. It depends how many numbers match. If 2 numbers match, you get a PPF. If 3 numbers match, you get an experience share. If 4 numbers match, you get a max revive. And if all 5 numbers match, you get a Master Ball. That's right, there is actually more than one Master Ball in this game. You get one from a hideout later on, and you can win one if you're lucky, which I'm not normally. Let's see here. I have no idea what my ID number is. Let's see here. 23064. See if any matches of your Pokemon ID. One sec. And the answer is nope. Another match, so I don't get anything, which is fine, I guess. I don't like to really rely on but getting an experience share would be really nice, because I'm going to get a Pokemon later that is going to take a while to train up, and I really would like an experience share for that. But anyway, moving on. This is the second floor. This is where you can actually buy stuff. Now this floor is all of your typical mart stuff. It sells potions, revives, repels, that kind of stuff, like a normal mart. Sells mail, sells all your necessities, sells all your potion stuff, that kind of junk. I'm probably gonna buy some stuff from here later, but I don't want to bore you with that. Alright, the next floor, the third floor gives you all your vitamins and X items, so calcium, proteins, PP up, dire hits, X accuracy, X defend, all that kind of stuff. This is the floor for that. Fourth floor, this is the TM station. You can buy TMs here, though all of them are. One lady has just attack, one is just defense. The attack ones are all really powerful. It's Fire Blast, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Thunder, that kind of stuff. Actually, I think that's all there is here. Okay, whatever. Alright, the fifth floor. Fifth floor has 4 stations, unlike other ones, and this is all for your secret base. This thing has everything for you. This thing holds the majority of what you can put in your secret base, which I find kind of stupid. I never found the appeal of making a secret base. But anyway, yeah, this entire floor with 4 ladies sells nothing but chairs, floor mats, rugs, Pokemon dolls, all that kind of stuff you can put in your secret base. I don't get the appeal to it, but whatever. If that's something you're into, go for it. And this is the roof. Sometimes, actually I think it's only after you become the Pokemon League champion, there'll be a blowout here where you can talk to some dude. But right now, the only thing up here you can buy is a vending machine which sells fresh water, soda, and lemonade. So yeah, that's all there is to this gigantic mall. Not like a mall as much anyway. Oof, I think about, oh that's right, this lady. Joy also delights. Not possible. I know what would be interesting, have Pokemon on Substitute? No! The reason being, I do not like Pokemon Substitute. Substitute is a move where it takes half your Pokemon HP and creates a doll in the Pokemon's place. The doll vanishes once it takes equal amount of damage to the HP you gave up. So say you had a Pokemon that had 100 HP and you gave up 50 to make that substitute. Once the substitute took 50 damage, it would disappear. It has its uses, but you can't attack during while it's in use. And I don't really like it that much. Cost isn't good enough for the reward. It is useful because you can't get status inflictions and stuff, but still. And now for what I have been dreading for the longest time. It is time for the king of all evils in naming Pokemon. That's right. It's time for the Safari Zone. Ugh. You can't enter the Safari Zone until... Actually, there's one more thing I should mention. You can't enter the Safari Zone until you get the Pokeblock container from the Pokemon contest here. But there's one other thing I want to mention. Am I lucky? No. Okay, I'll go over this sometimes. Sometimes there'll be 3 ladies in this area of the Pokemon Center, and they'll let you get rewards for certain items. I'll go over that later when I actually find the ladies here. It's random. Now we're really going to the greatest evil of all time, the Safari Zone. So, see you in 1 sec. Alright then, this is an overview of the Safari Zone, broken into its 4 sections: Northeast, Northwest, Southwest, and Southeast. I'll go over which Pokemon are each of them, and well, each new Pokemon you can go with them. There's a couple of repeats, but I don't really take into account repeats. That'd be way too much work. So anyway, let's get start moving with section 1, the Northwest section, up in the top left corner. Now in this section we can start off. We can get Doduo. Doduo is very widespread around here. You can find it in sections Northwest, Southwest, and I think in sections Southeast. The only section you can't find is Northeast. Doduo evolves into Dodrio, which can only be found in the Safari Zone in the Northwest zone. So in the top left corner you can find Doduo and Dodrio. Dodrio can only be found in the Northwest. This thing is fast. Easily one of the fastest Pokemon around. Unfortunately, that's all it is. It doesn't have any great moves or great other abilities. It's just really fast. So if you want looking for a fast Pokemon to use some sort of strategy, I say okay, but beyond that, not really. Next Pokemon we can find in the Northwest Zone is Psyduck. Psyduck is found in anywhere there's water, so that would be Northwest and Southwest, and it can also evolve into Golduck. It's a pretty good water type, but considering there's some other water types, I say skip it. There are far better ones out there. It's not bad, but it's pretty much a very generic water type. Next up we find here we have Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn can be found in section Northwest, and I think somewhere else. Let me check my notes really quick. Guess not. Yeah, can only be found in the Northwest section. Rhyhorn is a rock ground type and evolves into Rhydon. Very good physical Pokemon, has very good physical attack and defense, has pretty good HP I think too. We can visit that with something else that is pretty good. If I know it has a pretty good stat, but unfortunately rock ground types are can be kind of limited because they're quad weak to both grass and water. They're also weak to fighting, and I think at least one other weakness, which I can't think of at the moment with either of them. I'm not sure. So, I can't super highly recommend it if you want a physical Pokemon to stop, like, maybe normal types or, I don't know, flying types, but, it's got too many weaknesses, I think. Alright then, final Pokemon you can find here, only in the Northwest section, is Pinsir. Pinsir is a very good bug type. Has very good physical attack, has very good stats all around. Its only problem is its moveset's kind of limited. It doesn't learn that many moves, most normal types, and it learns like a bug type near the end. If you want to spend a few TMs to make it good, I say okay, but even then, it's only the only fact is moveset. Otherwise, I'd say go for it. It's a very good Pokemon. Now, in the Southwest section of the map, you can find Pikachu. It's Pikachu. Who doesn't know about Pikachu? Pikachu can be found in the entire south section of the Safari Zone, so Southwest and Southeast area. Unfortunately, this is probably going to make a lot of fanboys crazy. Pikachu's not that good. It's fast, but that's about it. It doesn't have good special attack, which kind of ruins how its best moves are electric. But once it evolves into Raichu, it's pretty good Pokemon. I'd say if you want to use an electric type, I'd say go for Pikachu. Maybe Magneton be a smidge better, but it's either one's a very good choice, I'd say. But this is another Pokemon you can use to get Pichu, which I'm not sure why you would unless you want to collect all of them, which I guess is the main goal of the game, but still. Anyway, After that, that is the only Pokemon you can find. Oh yeah, and the other Pokemon you can find in the Southeast is Natu. Natu is basically Doduo's equivalent. It's another bird type. It's found in 3 sections: Southwest, Southeast, and Northeast. Natu evolves into Xatu. It's average. It's not the best of Pokemon. It's a psychic flying type, which is an odd combination. So if you want to use that, maybe. But beyond that, can't really highly recommend it. Not that great of a Pokemon. So that's only and then also in this, I think just the southern half, yeah. Yeah, in the southern half, so southwest and southeast, you can also find Giraffe. Giraffe is a pure psychic type. Again, it's average at best, not that great. Can't really recommend the better psychic types in the game if you want one. But then there's a Pokemon you can only find in the southwest quadrant, and that is Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is a very interesting Pokemon. I've talked about it before as why not. It's not that good in single player because it can't hurt anything until it's been attacked. But in double player, it can make some interesting move sets and it can be fun to play with. Can't really recommend it for a team, but if you want it, I can't really stop you. Obviously, it's got really high HP, nothing else. So yeah. And then finally we have the northeast section. Now in this section is where you can find Xatu in the Safari Zone. And also, and I've already talked about that. There are 2 other new Pokemon you find here though. One is Phampy. Phampy is a fantastic ground type, very good physical Pokemon. Is also a pretty good physical tank too, with very high HP and physical defense. So if you run a ground type and you haven't gotten already, I highly recommend Phampy. I just like Swampert better because it's part of water type, which helps a lot. And the last Pokemon you find in the Supply Zone, yes, this is the last one, is Heracross. Heracross is another very good bug type, but it's also part fighting type. Very high physical attack, has good HP, pretty good defense. It's only difference. It's kind of Pinsir's twin, except that it has better special defense than special attack. With Pinsir's better special attack and Heracross's better special defense, and that's the only real difference. Alright, then this is a Safari Zone, and normal, you get 30 Pokeballs to catch as many Pokemon as you can, you get 500 steps, and then shoot. Once you run out of either of them, the game's over, and then you have these are Pokeblock feeders. This is why you want the Pokeblock thing. If you put a Pokeblock in there, it will attract Pokemon, and you can go and get it. Same thing. It works the same way as like honey or something on the old other games. But right now, we just need to get through it, and I'm gonna have to speed this up really quick because I have no time left. So let's speed it up. I need the Aqua Bike for the rest of it, so I'll see you in a second when I have the Aqua Bike. It's trick. It's so awkward. Damn it. All that freaking irritation for calcium. That's all the time we have for this time, folks. We'll see you next time when we actually move this plot along. Right now, I'm Kid 161. See ya.